It's time! You are watching the FM Senpai, the Bate Beast, Silando Escobar, a Minesweeper champion, Geography champion, and Streamer Showdown champion, Vice Captain America himself,
into the CL round of 8. Lovely gaming community. Nice draft picks yesterday, by the way, amigo.
Reed, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Parfait. Winterbug, thank you for the 4 months. The Big C, what's up? Sangayolan, thank you for the Twitch Prime, and welcome to an Elite Online Gaming Panda Plays Games, thank you for 10 months. It's been a good 10 months of sheer lurking, says Panda Plays Games. I respect it. Quick Trip Jesus, thank you for the 5 into the round of 8 in the Champions League with Bradford. My goodness, Servalor has hit the 5 gifted subs, chat. Yeah. Oh man, Civican, thank you for the 5 months. The lovely gaming community. You're just 1 month away from getting an elite status symbol in that community is Silver Bacon. Tom Nickel, thank you for 9 outrageous 9 months, Tom. 9. Like that meme with Hitler at the table with a 9 months and a Twitch child. Russ Daddy, thank you so much for the 2 months of the Twitch Prime. Bing Bong, thank you for the 2 months with the Twitch Prime. That's $20 right there with Cibican and Nickel and Russ Daddy and Bing Bong. That's $20 to Jeff Bezos money, just like that. One of those made up with Conte. Yeah. We've appeased him. Jeff, thank you for the 8 months. Servalor, thank you for the 5 gifteds again.
Let's
7
Dragon.
months. Let's Dragon, baby. That's what all the kids are doing. They're doing the Dragon. So today we might not stream as long. Obviously, we're gonna stream until whenever my law midterm is posted. Once my law midterm is posted, then I will get off stream to do my law midterm. I woke up this morning. I didn't have access to the 5G internet, so I had to be on the phone with the old internet company all morning. All right, I had to be on the phone with the old internet company all morning to make sure that we could get onto the 5G. That's, oh Lord, wow, God, go, oh my goodness. My profile, terrifying, horrible, absolutely horrifying stuff. Surprise. Hey Z, are we going to Europe this season? Truck, yeah. Truck, yeah, we're going to Europe. Whoa! Larson, thank you for the 2. And Ultimo Big Truck, and Melvin. Centurion, you'd have to load in a database. Ultimo Big Trump the 5 gifted to FM Deer, Scatman's World, Tallbug, Absolutely Fabregas, and Chili 916. Welcome to the Hammers. Officially Aries, Zeronis, Africans, JJ, and Infected Brow. Welcome to the Hammers. Dude, that's 10 gifteds in a flash. Bacon. We need bacon. We need as much sub-hype bacon as humanly possible. 10 people just got gifted subs to be part of the Hammers. Yes. Bacon. Oh, no. Gonzalo Ashiri. Oh, this guy's good. If only I had money. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't even know what to do, to be honest. In that case, if I actually had money, I don't think I'd know. I don't think I'd know what to do with it. You know, I'm pretty sure I would just frivolously waste it. That's the impression I've been given. I would waste that money. Oh, that's a shame. Shal Pinto has fractured his lower arm and is out for a month. He's back into his injury-troubled ways. Melvin is here to gift, bro. Don't anybody get it twisted. Ratty, 64 to go. Nice. Nice. I support a team who had a book written about them called Pointless. A season with Britain's... There's no way that's real. Why did I think the Google search of the word pointless was going to turn this up? Oh, there it is. That is a real book by Jeff Connor on Goodreads.com. The inside, in-depth, and indiscreet story of a season with Britain's worst football club, East Stirlingshire. The Shire are lucky if all 11 players make it to the game. They have an average home attendance at their dilapidated Furs Park ground of 200. They ended the 04-05 season bottom of the Scottish 3rd Division for the 3rd consecutive year. There's no relegation for them? But that's the 5th division of Scotland. So, I mean, it's a semi-pro outfit, I would guess. But, I mean, if you were in England, right, there would be a relegation. You just go down to the next tier. That's pretty wild, though. The Shire. So that's what I was thinking. Like, wouldn't the worst team be your buddy's pub league team that finished last in the 27th division? But I guess they're talking about people that actually get paid to play. I didn't you do any match preparation training? We do match preview and match review after the match. Yeah, Porto were 5th, but it's after 2 matches. This is the 3rd match of the season. They have a win and a draw. With 2 world-class defensive center mids, do you think you could get away with a Bate-style 4-2-4 in the Streamer Showdown? You didn't see that. I didn't do that. I didn't make that face. Frank Kessie and N'Golo Kante in front of a back 4 with 2 attacking wingers and 2 strikers? No, who would do that? That doesn't make any sense. Yo, dude! 10 more gifted subs. The gifteds are flowing like wine today. So many people getting their days made. Lads, Hibbs, Creation, Snuggins, 74, Paul Stubbs, Bryn, Zathale, Sears, Solaris, and Craig. You're in the freaking Hammers, dude. Bacone everywhere up in here. The Hammers are taking over the world. I told you. Nobody believed me, right? That's my pinned tweet. Well, my name is Zealand, and we're going to take over the world. I said it in April of last year. It's like, yo, this is what's happening. Just so you know. Everybody's sitting there like, yeah, sure there, partner. Yeah. For real, for real, for real, for real. Do I look like I'm joking now? It's the day before the match, but these guys aren't going to play. We got our first team in place. At least I think we have our first team in place. We have our first team in place, right? Johan, Luis, Kian Harris, Castellanos, Concha, Yaya Maleje, Shojong, Josh Harb, Jules Queta, David Polito. That's the first team to me. We ride. We move. Block suffice. Thank you for the gifted sub as well. Dude, Mombot with the 10, Melman and Ultimo Big Truck with the 5s, Servalor with the 5s, Blocks of Ice throwing another one on top, and Haystack Hearns on 11 months. What time is it over there? It's 9:52 in the morning. Normally I start this stream at 8 a.m., but we had the slight battle with the internet company to make sure that we had everything sorted out, and it turns out it was a wireless printer that was playing games. Don't want to play no games, play no games. I sang it that song and then it stopped playing games, yo. Ortiz on cover. Now I'm going to take him off it. And I will forget to do that, so we need to switch that now. Ortiz not on cover. That's a holdover from Maglor. We'll set it as a personal instruction later. You sneakily have no pace. I know it's probably not surprising to you, but to me it is surprising.
You're my favorite FM YouTuber right now. Keep up the content, man.
I shall. I have no choice. I'm addicted to it. If I did have a choice, I'd let you know. Capello. Ooh. Definitely a guy that looks like he's going to be worth the scout that we have on him right now. Step into the first team when needed as a 20-year-old fullback? Absolutely. Bit of quality to the first team as a Zambian? Absolutely. Obsession with national teams? Check. This is a libero. Oh my god, it's a libero. Oh my god, he's a libero. Margaret, get the camera. It's a libero. It is a libero. Romany Chryslow Noble from Queen's Park Rangers. It's at Huddersfield in real life, I think. I don't know, but this is a center back that's got a dude who's a natural center back who has good dribbling and isn't like too short to play center back. Very interesting. We will continue the scout on him just because. Just because. Facundo Caceres. Ooh, that speed just made you a lot more interesting, Facundo. Let's go with a 6-month short list, though. I'm not feeling too frisky about it right now, but a 6-month short list, it'll certainly get the mood right. Julian. I understand you haven't been part of the first team in over a year. Like, legitimately a part of the first team in over a year. I understand how you can be frustrated, but I do know that you still have the ability to help this team.
We don't have better FM Senpai in France. Thanks to you, I'm working my English.
I hope I'm not replaced by a French guy anytime soon. Thank you. Berserk, I'm glad I'm helping the English. At least the next 50 years it'll be the lingua franca, and then I don't know what the lingua franca is going to be after that. Maybe Chinese. I don't know. I'm really happy, though, that I was born in a country where the global lingua franca was what I learned naturally. I am not jealous of having to learn English because it is a super annoying language to learn. So often you're just kind of like, well, why do you say it like that? And you're just like, well, that's just kind of the way it is. I'm sorry, but the GH together makes absolutely no noise, and you're gonna need to get over that. Quite frankly, I'm bothered that you're bothered that the fact that the GH together makes absolutely no noise. I don't understand it. Except what it does. That's true. English does not make a lot of sense. You watched the World Cup qualifying games recently? No, we need to keep track of those. Parfait, I love to ask, is it double libero a good strat? No, definitely not. You'd have like two guys sprinting forward from center back positions. You'd be in serious trouble. Martinez, so thank you and congrats on the silver bacon, by the way, man. My country, the Netherlands, was a disgrace. Look, Turkey's not terrible. Okay, like, yeah, you didn't want to lose that game, right? But Turkey is not an awful team. They just choke a lot. In terms of the actual talent Turkey's putting on the field, it's not a shock that Turkey won that game, right? It's not. You gonna watch the U21 European Championship? Yo, Berserk! We've been gifted to Lil T-Dre. I love the name. Lil T-Dre, welcome to the Hammers. And McGrath, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Welcome to the Hammers as well. Make sure y'all get in the subscribers section of the Discord. English is 80% consistent rules and 20% exceptions. Well, English, you know, every language adopts a lot of different things from different languages, but my favorite's Icelandic, which is like a super old language. So when then something is new is invented, like a microwave, they don't come up with a short word for it. They come up with a word that's like, you know, the word for microwave is like metal blast furnace or something. Like they just throw old words together. Makes Icelandic really fun. The players are confident, gives me a reason to think we're going to do well. Absolutely. The Oriental Dragon actually suffered defeat the last time they played FC Porto. Will that have any bearing ahead of this game? No. What sort of reaction are you expecting from your players after the disappointment of the sport? We want to bounce back with a win. Look, we lost at Sporting. It's going to happen. It's growing pains, but we're optimistic. We're optimistic about this. Right? It's Porto, but we're at home. It's Porto, but we're at home today, and we're a very good team in our home park. For whatever reason, we're a very good team in our home park, and this is the last match before the end of the transfer window. So very excited to end what has been a gargantuan transfer window for us. Thoughts on buying amazing players that don't fit your tactic? Do it every time. Turkey is a better team than the Netherlands. I wouldn't go that far, but like when you look at the Turkish team and you go like, okay, who is on this team? Then you know, you're just kind of like, oh. They're not untalented. It's kind of like Greece where they sneak up on you. You're like, well, wait a second. Okay, you've got some actual players. Like with the Greeks just aren't actually playing them right now because their coach has like a row with everybody, but it's the same type of vibe. And I know that's hilarious because they don't like each other, but the national teams are definitely similar. I actually feel like I'm closing in on being able to switch the flags. I feel like I'm really closing in on that. Damn. Hiro Concha picks up an injury right before the big match. That's no fun for anybody, right? I mean, can I just sign this dude from Georgia now? Looks like he's going to be good enough anyways. I don't want to play Joka though, because he sucks. I don't want to play him. Drop Harap. Not exactly a defensive wonder kid, but David Polito goes here. Thiago News goes up here. Because we know Thiago News can take the field against Porto and play well, and David Polito can play as a shadow striker. I feel like that's a better switch for us. Macau guy is on the bench, ladies and gentlemen. Macau guy is on the bench. Get a Danish flag? I don't have one yet. All the flags have been sent to me, my dude. Turkey and the Greeks are exactly the same. Okay, so I was a history major. My historical concentration was the Ottoman Empire. So when I'm saying the Turks and the Greeks are very similar, I mean they were kind of the same country for a long time. The Ottoman Empire was a huge country that included a lot of stuff. in that stuff was also Greece and Turkey. Modern day Greece and modern day Turkey. For a long time, they're in the same country, so... Haven't watched for a bit. How's Eric? He's been released. Oh, El Macau guy. I love that, Joe. I don't know anything about soccer, but why does my assistant coach tell me to press a goalkeeper? So you want to press a goalkeeper if they have bad first touch, like really bad first touch, because then when the ball gets played back to them, your forwards are going to try and sprint at that goalkeeper and hope that they make a mistake on the ball. It makes sense. This guy's actually I mean, for a nation that is in the middle of a horrific civil war, this dude's pretty good. Where is he playing? He's in the Egyptian Premier League, the Syrian center back, Omar Badani. I mean, tell me this guy's not like a real solid center back. The problem is, I think he would cost a little, you know, he would cost a little too much money, but he goes in the end of contract for sure. Interesting. Vicente Lagos worth the next scout. There's a difference between nationality and country. Yeah. They're both arbitrary, by the way. Ah, goodness. Joaquim Notario's release clause of 7.75 million is going to expire. Yeah, I don't think I'll be paying that one anytime soon. Are press conferences important to do yourself? Press conferences, no, they're not tremendously important. I do it for the immersion mainly. I like punishing myself. But no, they're not tremendously important. They do affect your relationship with players somewhat, but it's not a dramatic effect. You often buy players over 28 now. Once I get this rolling at a high level, I will not be buying any players over 28. But right now, we're still building a team. The rejects of the rest of the world trying to compete. Let's get started, boys. Let's see the reports. Offer some trials, okay? First thing they want to check out is wingers currently listed for loan. Fernando de Hita. You really think I need a loan guy from Deportivo Toluca? Mexican guys are too expensive anyways. Adamir. Not seeing it. I am not seeing it. Yeah, he's cleared it to 67. I mean, this is not a guy that I would want. Ramundo. Okay, this guy looks better. See, we're going to throw a scout on him. We don't need to worry about this position right now. Attacking midfield center. Got it. Juan Pablo Otalvaro. That dude's already on trial with me. I agree that we do. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Dude's a striker, obviously. He's Malawi's best ever player is what he is. He's 18. He's got 10 caps, 3. This dude, oh my God. Wow, I love you. Oh, that's one of those guys where you're just like, oh, yes. Absolutely. 100. Oh, so much yes. Like, so much yes. I'm already scouting that guy. Why are you like, oh, we found the one? Oh, we don't need to worry about that right now. All right, let's look at the other guys that you found that you were like, you might be able to use this guy. Mainly, I'm just interested in the trial lists off the list like this. Sir Joffrey of Joffrey. It's not that good. Marco Ilamaharitra. Somehow didn't trip over that. This guy's athleticism has not dissipated. Maybe he'll be worth bringing in for a year and able to contribute to the team. Christian Carvajal. Ha! 6 months. Offer trial. Andre Romaglio. Yeah, this dude's already eating it when it comes to the speed. You're that old and you're already face down in the dirt, speed-wise. I don't want you. If I want to scout, say, Eastern Europe, is it necessary to get a scout with knowledge of the area, or high adaptability make up for no knowledge? High adaptability will make up for no knowledge. Always better to get a scout of the area, because then they literally just already know the players there. Like, if all else is equal, you would obviously prefer somebody to have full knowledge of every Eastern European country, but yeah, a lot of the times you can't just order up a great scout from a part of the world that's interested in signing for you, right? So you just don't. Ramon Fila. Look at that jumping reach. Look at that Barcelona-ness that he has.
Golden bacon tastes better than regular bacon. Vamos Dragons.
You're damn right, dude. Thank you for 12 months. Gary, what do we think of somebody hitting their golden bacon today? Interesting. Interesting. Fascinating. Hey, you're not bad. Hey, you're really not bad. Not seeing anybody that's worthy of cutting, except for you. You are worthy of cutting. How do you have 1 to 2 finishing? I have 1 to 2 finishing. You're a professional player. Do you never shoot at the goal? You never kick it around with your friends and you're like in front of the goal and yeah, it scored. Right? You just can't do that. That's out of your realm. Where's Butcher? Hey. Butcher's ready to rock and he's ready to roll. Let's drop Barrientos for Matt Butcher. Okay. We're starting Luis Ortiz. The man is making his first start against Porto in Liga NOS. What could possibly go wrong? Power up Yaya Maleje is the middle. We're going Polito and Noose as the shadow striker and striker. Keita and Shojong are the wings that we do love so. All right. Ah, yes, Duvan Zapata. Big fan of him. 34 years old, still being good. Can we finally beat Porto in the top league, dude? An incredibly difficult start to the season, playing 3 of the top teams in the country. We owe Porto. We do, because they beat us both times last year. Come on, boys! We got this. We got this, no problem. I'm Hamburg in the 2 Bundesliga. The board doesn't allow me to scout Brazil or Africa. Any workarounds for that? You just have to make more money. The more money that you have, the more likely the board is to allow you to scout the entire world. Obviously, if you get promoted to the Bundesliga, you will automatically be able to scout the entire world. How important is tactical familiarity? I always try and keep it near maximize, but I see you switch formations from time. I do switch formations from time to time. I think it's one of those things where, like, if you have 1 pace, it's a real problem. If you have 13 to 14 pace, you can live with it. If you have 20 pace, it can also change the game for the better. So if you're able to not change your tactic at all, that's where you'd rather be. But, you know, having pretty good tactical familiarity is going to allow you to succeed in a lot of cases. Are you the Zealandian Messi? Yes. All right, boys. We have the win against Guimarães. We have the defeat at Sporting that we've suffered so far. I think I want to put us on balance to start this one. And did I already make the changes with like the wings where I put them on support? Yeah. And so I want to put us on balance. Start the game there. Well, not start the game there. After the first dead ball, we'll play from there. Nice. My ball, baby. Oh, come on, Shosong. Oh, he's in. My boy! Just how we drew it up in the locker room, boys. Just how we drew it up in the locker room. That's why we put Noose in, so we can score that goal 20 seconds in. That's what we're talking about. Stop the count! Shosong, does he get credit for this assist? That it's an excellent question. I believe he should. Great reactions here by Thiago Noose. Absolute fluke goal. We take those. At home against Porto, we take fluke goals. Porto lost like one game last year. We're going to hand him one right here. Thiago Noose, it's a lovely finish. It's opportunistic. He's a very athletic player, Noose. Glad he was able to devour the space. Shoot it. Thank you. Oh, run, Keita. Oh. Just play the advantage, man. I had such an advantage on there. Jules Keita can fly. This is Castellanos with him, right? Should be okay. We're there. We got bodies in the way. Keep the bodies in. Oh, Castellanos had to win that header, and he did. We're good, boys. We're fine. This is beautiful. We're playing an excellent game. Ooh, Maleje. Good job, Kieran. What a goal. What a goal from Noose. What a moment for this club. Oh, play it. Play it forward. Don't run with it. You're not great at running with the ball. I need to dribble too much. Is he on? Did we play him onside there? What a save!
Related to the Eric Mendes syndrome video too hard, been questioning life ever since.
Dude, what a save by Kieran O'Hara! Adam Boyd, I'm glad. Hopefully the video helps, because it's something that I saw over and over in saving saves is people are like, I just don't really know how to take the next step. And it's like, because you've been hanging on to this guy who's clearly not good enough for too long. This is like, why are you losing at Football Manager? There. Monda, thank you for the 6 months. Congratulations on your silver bacon, you know. The Shamrock Sweeper. The Ireland national team's backup goalkeeper, otherwise known as the Shamrock Sweeper, Kieran O'Hara.
Park the defense in front of the goal like you are in the Suez.
Now, I think there's a very specific video that I'm thinking of here. Let's go to very specific video that I'm thinking of that I saw the other day. Sort by maybe most popular. Where is this video? The thumbnail in particular is what I'm looking for. It's my strategy for what I want to do. Right here. Okay, so if we can, how do you zoom in? Oh, there we go. We just zoom in here. Wait, did it go away? Oh wait, it did change. We just need this right here. We need what you see right to the right of my cursor right here. We need 11 dudes in the goal. Okay, that's what we need. Right there. 11 dudes in the goal. Help me out, chat. Man United third season, got 32-year-old DDG's backup. Release him or extend one more year. I've got Dean Henderson and Strakosha. You already know the answer to this. Release him. That's 10 dudes. Oh yeah, the goalkeeper's somewhere else, I guess. I hate math. Anyways, that's what I'm thinking about deploying. Just let me know. Let me know if that's something that you'd like to see in this match. Or if you know how to do that. Because we scored in the opening 30 seconds against freaking Porto, the best team in... I mean, they lost one game last year. This team is cracked in this league, and we're going to need a lot more of that to win this game. We'll encourage shout. Come on, lads. Nothing? We got no... Oh, Harup. Harup! That was a good spot. That was a good spot to be living. Castellanos. Can't let him... Oh, my goodness. Look at the defense from Kean Harries. There we go. Yaya Maleje steps further back. Jules Keita steps further back. We needed to do something. We're leaving ourselves a little too open, especially on this left wing. We can pass out of this pressure. Yaya Maleje can't, though. See him clearing it like that? I'm not even mad about that because he's so bad at passing. He is a work rate ball winner. And that is it. He's as we like to say, he's a one-trick pony. You got to know what the trick is. If he can use the trick, he can still win the show. But he's a one-trick pony. Oh, no. There you go. Good challenge. Good challenge. Away. Away from Eric Dyer, please. Away. The change has helped. We're not getting smoked on that wing as much as we were. I want him to shoot. I don't want them to be patient. Oh, come on, Jules. You're faster than this guy. Let's go. Let's go, Jules. Come on, Jules. Keep going. Oh, my goodness. You just, like, imagine there wasn't a guy there. Ran straight into him. Stop going for the offside trap. We're not smart enough to do it. Yeah, okay, the goal was insane. Yes, we know. We're aware. Unbelievable goal. It's because we're going for the offside trap, and we apparently mistimed it. That's what set us up for failure there. We've held them under 1 XG.5. I'm happy with that. We're starting a 19-year-old center back who's playing his first game at this level, who we know is talented, but like, man, bad pass. Oh, come on. Oh, cheese it. Good composure. Maleje, oh my goodness, Maleje just pulled the best pass of his life. What a good spot to cross that was. We're there. Oh, Castellanos, how do we not cover this? How do we not cover this, Castellanos? I hate Duvan Zapata so much. I have nobody that can match up with him. Bro. 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 Cool. That's all nice and classy, but jeez, man. Savage. Is he onside? Apparently. They just scored 3 goals in 5 minutes. There is no room for this pass, dude. How is he on? Who's holding him on? It's just perfectly timed. Yikes, dude. One-way ticket to Yikesville. He just got sent off. Good composed play by the Chinese Messi there. Really, really smart stuff. So much optimism. It started with so much optimism. And the fact that our team is a lot better this year. That was a nice play. I mean, our team really is a lot better this year. Still a team that I think is going to be able to get European places, but Porto lost 1 game last year and won the league by 25 points over Benfica, over Sporting, over Guimarães, over Braga. Won the league by 25 points. And so, what in God's green earth are we supposed to be able to do about that? Oh, you can't play further back. Well, that's unfortunate for you, because I was going to try and give you some playing time. Let's go with Aziz Ishtiwi. No sense in running Jules Keita ragged. He's already tired. Or he was struggling with a little muscle injury earlier. Tunisian Messi. Here we go. Here we go. Tunisian Messi. I'm glad all 5 people were able to stop Evan Nielsen from doing something. That was really useful. I really appreciate that. The entire defensive force of my team was able to stop. Like, glad we were able to shut him down. It was great stuff. Great hard-working effort to close down Evan Nielsen there. Pretty standard clearance there.
Unlucky for some Z and hey.
Yeah. It's fine. I'm just watching in misery. Taking in the sights and sounds. Can't remember being steamrolled. I mean, we're down a man, and we gave up, you know, a couple of goals that were really, really spectacular. All right, early on, and then we lose a man. You're gonna end up in a game like this every once in a while, and then that's gonna be a penalty somehow, even though the dude's outside the box. Or we're just gonna waste our time reviewing this. Thank you. Yeah, you're right. Let's take some time. My time's not valuable. Let's just take some time. I don't have a law midterm in 3 hours. Let's review this and figure out it's 3 feet outside the box. That sounds like a good idea. Okay, cool. Thank you. I really appreciate the authentic experience of the game in moments like this, you know, really do. He just got sent off, right? Yeah, cool. Love it so much. Football Manager just woke up today and chose violence. Like, Football Manager was just like, hey, yo, you in the corner. You, okay? You over there. Yeah, you know that happiness from the 1-0 lead? Yeah, I don't think so, bud. Not today, Junior. That 1-1 scoreline at halftime? Absolutely not. No way, Jose. Just like, okay. Get me off of this field. I'm already missing 2 players for the next match because they got sent off. Why are we even trying to go forward? Just get me off the field, okay? Get us off the field. Just forget that ever happened. Okay? We're better than that. Forget that ever happened. We move on to the next game. Let's wrap up this let's wrap up this transfer window first. Thoughts on Roy Keane, a manager who hasn't had a job in 10 years and a career win percentage of 38%, becoming Celtic manager? Sometimes a big name can help. You made them the mistake of scoring against them. That just made them mad. Can you show me your Messies? You weren't as bad as the scoreline reflects. I'd rather not. I mean, that's true. I would have preferred a more conservative approach from the players, namely not finishing the game with 9 players on the field. Sounds like a pretty good way to go about it. Yeah, I mean, I'll always appeal. Harry's also suspended for a match, and so Harry's and Shojong, goodbye. Let's see, does the Tennessee get in? Or do we go with a Wong King Sao? The thing is, I don't think we've actually taught, like, Tennessee's not good enough at playing as an inverted winger yet. I think it's Julian. And then Hyro Concha's going to be fit by the time this this next match comes up. Now Kean Harris is missing. Where's Barrientos? So help me FM gods, I will go full young center back all over you. Full young center back. I'll start 2 19-year-olds. Task was even harder by Kean Harry's red card. You do realize that was the second of the game, right? How damaging was it to be scored upon on right before halftime? Obviously that hurt. Zapata is a fantastic. Well, it's because Duvan Zapata is too good for this league. The dude should be playing somewhere else. Yeah, I'd love to have him on my team. He's worth more than my entire club. Not just the team, not just the players on the team. If you wanted to buy my entire club, you could sell Duvan Zapata and buy my entire club. Yeah, Luis Ortiz is apparently not terrible. Obviously, Romario Barro is a very good player. Yes, he had a great debut or whatever it was. Thank you for your insight. Your piercing intellect. That's just incredible. It's overwhelming. What a start, chat. What a rip-roaring start. Hamal Damal Mamal. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime and welcome to an elite online gaming community. And Dave, thank you for the 13 months, by the way. You got that gold bacon and you're still going. All over the place. What happened to the Porto game? Had to pick up some garbage. We took a 1-0 lead. That's really all you need to know. We took a 1-0 lead and nothing else needs to be known. General team training workload is too low. Arthur, you get hurt every 3 months. What do you mean the general team train? Here, okay. To jack up your individual stuff. Stop sucking so much. This guy has the gall to come and tell me that the training workload is too low. Now you, I would listen to. Castellanos I'll actually listen to. If he has an issue with the way we're training, Castellanos. The salt. I mean, yeah. We got worked. Reasonable frustration. We're still like a massive step below where Porto is. Just want to get into Europe anyways. Like that was most of a worst case scenario. Want it on a free? I mean, you can't get the guy on a free. First of all. Potential is pretty elite though. Let's make an inquiry. Bobby and Meza, he's a no, boss. Adaramola, probably need an actual scouting report, but I appreciate the effort. I don't. Guillermo Pio just doesn't have that potential that we're looking for, boss. Fetters! Thank you so much for the 2 months, man. With the Twitch Prime! I didn't see yesterday's loadout. What was the philosophy behind the team you built? Well, the philosophy behind the team we built was based on getting a wild card for the Streamer Showdown that was an attacking midfielder and it specifically not N'Golo Kante. We then got N'Golo Kante and... Oh, easy. We got N'Golo Kante, so we have a ton of defensive midfielders. Namely, Frank Kessie and N'Golo Kante are on the same team. So how are we going to use those two guys in the Streamer Showdown? Well, I guess you're just going to have to find out. No, I mean, look, I think we're going to play something similar to maybe an Oriental Dragon formation where we have two brilliant defensive midfielders that are able to just eat up a lot of space, stop a lot of the attacks, and we're not going to have a lot of creative force coming out of the midfield. We're not. So this guy, if he's anywhere near where they think he should be, is an excellent deal. Maximiliano Rodriguez, time to end your scouting report so that we can move on to somebody else. Anel Chavez, Jordan, Pape, and Diaga Yade. The higher end of the range on most of those things, he's got a really good chance. He's available on free right now. We've got a guy from Georgia who's in on trial that looks like he might be able to make the team. And then there's that dude from Ghana who's playing in an amateur, or not an amateur contract, but like a youth contract there. That we're obviously excited about. Apia. We've grabbed a couple of West African midfielders. Haven't really been able to make one pan out yet, but still. Pacey midfield, that's for sure. Hard-working midfield. Dupe's team's supposed to be great. The thing is, Dupe isn't. I heard that wow sound on my kid's iPad the other day. Genuinely sat up and was like, was she watching Zealand? For all you know, man. Conte's a great attacking midfielder, according to the last two managers. Yeah, okay. Struggling for motivation in Football Manager currently. Do you have any advice, tips for a new save, which I can really delve into? This is a bit of a psychoanalysis, Villa. What you need to do is actually figure out what part of Football Manager you enjoy. Is it the staying at one club and developing players over time? Is it signing players you know in real life and having success that way? Right? Is it Wales? Maybe it's Wales. A little bit of Wales. It wasn't a full Wales chat because it was more of a refinding interest in the game, but we haven't hit a Wales in a while. Next person that, yeah, we'll hit, if you know what Wales is, we'll hit one soon. How does this dude not play for his team? I don't understand. He's not good enough for me to want to go sign him, Luis Chavez, but at least Wong Sen Kao hasn't been dropped by the Macau national team. He was previously, at one point, dropped by the Macau national team. Is that new Halo 2 game? Is there a new Halo 2 game? I think so. I don't really know. My best player in my save will end his contract in 2 years. I keep trying to renew it, but he always asks for a minimum release clause of max 10 million. No, you just have to wait. I would wait up to another year, and then if you do re-up his contract with a mandatory release clause, lower the number of years that it is so that you have to renegotiate quickly. As someone from Wales, what's your obsession with Wales? Obsession is a strong word. We had a discussion, it must have been a year and a half ago now, where we talked about managing in Wales and how everybody that had managed in Wales, like every single person that had managed in Wales had a good time while managing in Wales. Like just had a good, wholesome Wales management experience. I thought this was John Joe Shelby. Leo Joe Davidson of Charlton Athletic. 21-year-old fullback. Not particularly beloved. Vizcasil? I mean, come on. We need more on the report. Okay, Carlos Pereira has joined the club. Time to go play for the U23s, I guess. That was an end of contract pickup for Mamuni. And Brian Berga, this is the guy I wanted to actually look at. Potential's just not confirmed enough for us to make a play. Goes into the loans section. Elia dropped by Georgia. Hello, Kwame. Here's my transfer deal. 15,000 up front. If he makes 50 league appearances, I'll pay you 60,000, no profit from next sale. Per league appearance, $750 for 10 games. Minimum league goals, 10. I mean, yeah, I can totally do that. That's an outrageously cheap purchase for a guy who has confirmably outstanding potential. And we need bodies in the midfield. I think this dude walks right into a potential first team playing role. His current contract is a nothing burger because he's on a youth contract, but we're assuming he's going to want some cash money. There it is. What do you guys think of Kwame Appiah? How are you going to figure out the midfield? Is Pedri going to start? He will likely start a couple of games, yes. You've seen a million of them. I have not seen a million of people with that kind of potential ability rating. The kid's got outstanding potential. I know he's a little old to start trying to reach it, but he does have outstanding potential as a player. That's why we're even considering the signing in the first place. It's because a scout in Hockey Mike that we do trust has picked him out. We already have him 100% scouted. So he's a player people come to the stadium for. I love it. Pretty divided chat on this one, honestly. Yeah, I agree. Lightning quick poll. Top of the chat. Let me know. Well, first, let's see if we can get him. Yeah, we can at 244. So we'll wait for now. Like, we'll finalize the deal, but we want to prove it. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to make, like, the discussion was mute if he didn't actually accept that contract, and he did, so. There wasn't a lot of room to negotiate, Luke, so if we wanted to get him in, we were basically going to have to give him one like this. This post was made by the right-footed gang. He's left-footed, so we're not feeling it. Egalatar. Bad. He bad, though. Started scouting Nikau. Well, you can stop scouting Nikau. Dude sucks. All right, how are we looking? How are we looking? Apology, thank you so much for the 2 months, the Twitch Prime, man. We got 79% say sign. Wow. That means the people that were anti-Sace 11 passing has no business being in this league as a midfielder. His potential is the key here, Hideous. That 11 turns into 13 or 14. And his technique is very high. It raises the floor of that sort of thing a little bit. You know you really want Shelby. His pace is unreal. Wages are too high, not very consistent, not adaptable, living in another country. That's a no. You shouldn't waste your money on him as he could potentially become a problem. Worst case scenario, you make money if you sell him. Look, he has gobs of potential. That's why I'm leaning towards doing it. That's why I think the majority of chat is leaning towards doing it. The points in terms of not signing him, if he didn't have gobs of potential, the lack of adaptability, right? The inconsistency, the mild inconsistency, but the noted inconsistency. Those would be real issues, and they are real issues. But his potential is just so high that I think we bring him in. And also what contributes to this is not only is his potential high, he is going to play. Like, we have playing time that we're able to give him in midfield. Delighted to be able to welcome Carlos to the club. I'm pleased the opportunity presented to us. Carlos is a fine player, yeah. The next few years were in mind, absolutely. We worked day and night to make sure we understood Carlos Pereira. Well, look, we need to build out our youth teams as well, and these guys we can find from South America, they want to come play here and kind of prove themselves. That's valuable. No barrier, no age barrier. If these guys come in as a fantastic player, you can get right into the first team. Unless you're 20 years old and 2.5 silver stars, then I'm fairly certain you won't just walk right into the first team. That's my opinion. I'm just thinking out loud. Tajikistan's beating Mongolia 3-0. Yes. I would have spent that money on an improvement in ball-winning midfielder. Do you see one of those lying around that we can afford? How does the Georgian compare in ability and wage? We'll be able to compare this pretty easily because, like, we're going to be able to walk this down. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, Jay Brown, you want it? Please, he's going to ask for 100,000. God, Americans. Americans. He asked for 160,000, so I was kind of right. Aziz, you're always in a conversation to get more playing time. Don't throw it away. Don't throw it away like this, man. Yeah, they just bomb-clapped our locker room atmosphere with that 5-1 loss. Flattened our locker room atmosphere with the 5-1 loss. You see that Chad got disqualified from the AFCON quals again? Damn it. Chad. Chad isn't even the most messed up country in Africa, dude. I don't know. Like, Chad is a nation that contributes troops to the African Union. That means they're organized enough to contribute troops to the African Union. I keep getting suspended anyways. Eric was the king, naming his syndrome after him. Tut tut. Now look, if you read the description of the video, the reason the syndrome is named after Eric Mendez is because Eric Mendez is the quintessential player that does everything for your club, but at a certain point you have to, like, move on. You know, like, at a certain point you have to move on from it. Oh, Ibrahim's sorry. He re-upped his contract, so he ain't there. Benjamin Rollheiser. 16 passing, 16 heading. Problem is he's short. He'd be the greatest target man of all time. All right, contracts, the reports. Francesco Antonucci. How much money do you want? We jacked those up pretty high, though. You're not going to make the team. I'll just go ahead and get rid of you. You're not going to make the team. Tavero's probably not going to make the team, but I don't have to tell him that. Gvilia. This is the Georgian attacking midfielder instead of the Ghanaian one, and at 31 years old. He was just rolling at Cardiff, actually. Funnily enough, this dude was playing at Cardiff City for the last 1, 2, 3 years. And then got a loan to Yeni Malatyaspor. But Cardiff brought him into the championship, and he was a fairly regular player in the championship at a high level. liiiiiiitle, please don't ask for... I don't know what he's going to ask for. That's not that bad. Marco Eli Maharitra. He looks okay. I wanted to get the contract down so that we could see. We could see if we could sign him or not, right? But there's some options around. Have you tried giving players a warning after a bad performance under 6.4? Yeah, no, so it's kind of a hacker man's move. It ups the work rate and determination of players. Put me in, coach! Says Landay. Wow! Also, Shah, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. We're in the middle of so much heavy thinking. I don't think we properly celebrated the fact that Shah gifted 5 subs. Hideous, Nitai, Glenroy, Cruitim, and Fu Master are part of the Hammers now. How to get the board to increase my scouting range? You need more money. The board will approve it. It just costs more money to do. Do you upload your streams to YouTube? Yes, there is a live channel. Usually it's about 2 streams behind, but they get packaged and they're up in a couple of days. So it'll be okay. It'll be there.
9 months. Twitch baby time. His name is Erling. He's looking forward to seeing you on Saturday. Wahahaha.
Oh, wow. You added a laugh, too. That's kind of creepy. All right. We have a look up for Paulo Bernardo. He's at Benfica. He's 23. I wish we could have him. Are you happy? He is struggling to hold down a regular spot in Liga NOS. He had 1 year and like 2 years ago where he was 11 appearances. He played a good amount, and then last year he only played once. So it's been a bit up and down for our boy Paulo Bernardo. Don't think he's that good. Well, my scouts are like over the moon on this guy, but I don't think he's that good. Or I just drop $500,000 in wage to bring the guy in. So it's not good at defense. He's a strict ball moving player. He's having a frustrating career. This guy's actually pretty nice. I'm not into the whole athleticism wingers thing right now, especially when they're only that athletic and not more athletic than that. Joe Lawley of Nottingham Forest, after 9 years at Nottingham Forest, we will be probably not signing this guy. Sorry, bub. Isaac Lahaji. He's broken into the team for Lille just a little bit. He's not good enough for me, though. Please just want no money. Yep, that works for me. Welcome to the team, Nikosnathi Marquez. We need people for our youth teams. Somebody has to play on them. We might as well give those guys an opportunity. We already got rid of you, right? Yeah, Leonardo Rolon. We didn't get rid of you. Because you do have the athleticism that makes everybody intrigued. can't believe he didn't outright reject this contract. No. All right, we're going to have a couple of contracts to kind of break down whether we want them or not right on deadline day. Interesting. Yo, Lande, where do you want to play, by the way? Or not where do you want to play? Where do you want to be? Where can I go? Okay, let's see. We have in the coaching staff, the performance analysts are open. We have Ope, Jerksy, Greggy Lad, Mictor, Javier Pereira. This guy has not been claimed. Ryan Scone. Ryan Scone is a member of the community. So I think the only coach is Javier Pereira that has not been claimed. On the medical team, the head physio's claimed. The head of sports scientists, Felipe Olive, has not been claimed. So you can you can head up your own department, you know, if you really want to. You can head up your own department. Give me the sports scientist. Got it. He's like, yo, I'm in. Absolutely. Count me in. Lande, you are the head of the sports science department. If anybody gets hurt, I will blame you. Your job is to prevent that. Hey, Jules Keita back in the Ghanaian national team after getting playing time for me. I love to see it. Hey, Annie, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Annie DMs with the gifted to Fallen. Tobias Berchtold, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Welcome to an elite online gaming community. Crows Road, thank you so much for the 100 bits. And we've got a player to look up. And I gotta hydrate. I definitely forgot to hydrate so far. Gotta hustle it up a little. Sule Kakai. It's actually... No, he's not good. Yeah, come on, we know this. He's not good. He's certainly not good enough for us to go back and waste our time with a full scout on the guy. What is the logic behind removing a scouting report? I don't think I've ever understood that. Chat, can you give me one reason to remove the previous scouting reports you've compiled on a person? Do you have one compelling reason for you to, for like somebody to do that? Lande, welcome to the staff. I trust that you will take good care of our lads. First time here, been checking out your YouTube. Great content, essentially extra. Thank you so much. What tactic do you recommend without wingers? Ooh. Typically like a 4-3-3 narrow, whether that's 3 strikers or 2 strikers and an attacking midfielder and 3 midfielders arrayed however you want. That's usually the best way to go about it. You want 2 of those midfielders to be more defensive so that you still have essentially a back 4 with your fullbacks missiling forward, kind of owning the wing, right? The scout's really bad and he screwed you and you want to remove his influence. Okay. Okay, fine. I agree with you. Roll Heisler just got a big paycheck. Wow, a bunch of people want Kosanathi Marquez. Antosh! Daniel Antosh is getting an offer from Apollon. I'm so happy for you, man. Oh, the Western Sydney Wanderers want Valerian Gavilia. How much money do you want? Oh, no. I can't give you that, Valerian. Yeah, okay, no, I'm good. He wants a ton of money. The Western Sydney Wanderers are going to be able to give it to him to get an actually decent player from the Georgian national team. And he gone. Hugo Dutra, thank you so much for the 3 months, the Twitch Prime. Say hi to Brazil. We love you. Hello, Brazil. It's not a bad move. You get an offer from the Western Sydney Wanderers. You're 31 years old. You go, oh, I'm going to move over to Australia. All right. Damn it, really? Wanted to go to Tundela instead? I made you. Daniel Antosh just made his move. He signed for Apollon Larissus in the top Greek league. I hope they're in the top Greek league. They are. Nah, they're in the second one. They're in the second Greek league. That's a shame. Which brings up the point. Eric Mendez has not signed with anyone. This makes me sad. He's looking for a new challenge. Well, he's not finding it. I'd love to sign him and put him on my B team so he can help another club rise through the ranks of the Portuguese ladder. Carvajal cinches a deal with Hajduk Split. Okay. Oh, this guy was already over here. I thought he, for some reason, he was one of those guys that had never left South America, but he finally made a move. But no, he was already over here. Okay, deadline day. September 1st is our deadline day. We have 3 outstanding offers. We have lots of decisions to make. Wang Xiaofeng. Okay. Gay Zhaoui. Cesar Perez. No. Guilherme Santos. Unlikely. Based off what I'm seeing that we're going to want to bring you in. But he's going to be at the end of his contract soon, so we make sure that we have him on that list so that we can bring him through on a trial just in case. Ladislav Almazi. Can't justify getting a striker that's not outrageously talented when he only has 11 pace. I told you not to do this. Dude plays for the Sunshine Stars. Outstanding. He's not very good, but outstanding. I literally checked and that assignment wasn't set on anybody. It's weird. Maybe it has a 1-day delay after it sets. Then all of a sudden you have to go back and look at assignments to set and cancel it. Because all I want to do at this point is catch up on all of the guys that we have listed for for scouting. That's all we're trying to do is catch up on those guys. Danny Ortiz, he's not good enough. Let's go ahead and get him off. Now Carezzo could be and is worth the scout. Nyangadu is worth the scout. Gata recommended after the most recent scouting meeting. Yeah, we're aware of that. Hey! Cole! With the gifted sub to look for. Thoughts of the Belgian league voting in favor of merging leagues? Genius. Love it. How's the save going? Okay. Vertical Bijmanovic. Pietro Moroso. No, previously scouted Jean Mario on the transfer list. Good for him. Lazar Kozic. No. Facundo Labandera. No. Saving my scouts a lot of time by canceling all of these scouting duties. Provide me reports on the people we care about. Greetings from Greece. Love back to Greece. Give me some chicken souvlaki any day of the week. Kiko Moro, thank you for the Twitch Prime. And welcome to an elite online gaming community. How do you think the Belgian-Dutch League fusion would work for promotion relegation? I would say probably down through the 3rd division, it's unified. And then once you go to the 4th division, it's localized again. I would think that's what they would try and do. I mean, if I was doing it, that's what I would do. I would localize it at the 4th division. And then promotion and relegation, I think you do what, in order to merge the leagues to begin with, you do what kind of Portugal did, where all of a sudden every team in the 3rd division of both countries is playing to, like, if you finish in the top half of the league, you get promoted to the unified 3rd division, right? They're like, and then, but if you finish top, right, or if you finish bottom, then you enter a playoff to try and be one of the 2 promoted teams or something. So it's actually not that hard to figure out. So like first division, if you finish in the bottom 2 positions in each league in Belgium and the Netherlands, then you enter a 4-team playoff. In the bottom 2 teams get relegated, and then from the second division, you have essentially the top half of each league get promoted to the new Belgian Dutch second division, except for the top 2 teams from each of those divisions go into a playoff. If they win their playoff match, then they get promoted. Does that make sense? That's kind of how Portugal did it to create the new third division. Given that it is unlikely Fan Peng will be registered, but you want to loan him out. Looking into some potential destinations for Fan Peng. Nobody seems to want him because after a couple years on trial, the guy's just not very good. But, you know, we'll see. I wish we'd have Pro-Rel in the US. It'll get there eventually, but right now, the way the league system is set up, it's still it's a long way away. Third can be local too. The third division Dutch and Belgian clubs are really small. All right, then third, make it local. Top 2 divisions are international between the 2 countries. It can be pretty bad for the lower teams that are already struggling. I think there's a certain element to this that the better the top league gets, the more money is going to be able to trickle down. What they have to do is actually play like Germany and trickle it down. You know what I mean? Like, they have to actually be like Germany and trickle down the money they'll make, because unifying the leagues, all of a sudden you have a legitimate competitor with Russia, Turkey, and Portugal for the 6th best league in Europe. Like, a very legitimate competitor. All right, all 3 were accepted. Time to make a decision. So we have Kwame Appiah, an outrageously high potential midfielder with great technique, which does raise the floor of his passing a little bit. The teamwork and vision. He's a better passer than the 11 passing would indicate. He's already an intelligent player, like he's toolsy, Kwame Appiah. I love his potential. Like, I really do think we're going to sign him up. But then his cover in front of the back line is another ball winner. We have Marco Eli Maharitre of the Madagascar national team. Marco Eli Maharitre. And other than the fact that his name is very difficult to say, we like him. Intelligent, not yet unathletic, hardworking, and skilled. He's not as super hardcore with it, but I think he's the type of guy that him and Matt Butcher would be the spells for this position. And this guy's got Butcher covered in a lot of different facets of his game. Butcher's taller, a little more agile, decisions, determination, and flair. And Butcher's got a little more offense to his game with the dribbling, the finishing, the crossing. That's what we're here for. Ignore the penalty taking, but things like the marking and the tackling. Halai Marita is good, valuable. And then there's Francesco Antonucci, 26-year-old Belgian attacking midfielder who's a good passer, a very technical player as well, who would serve essentially as a backup shadow striker. He's likes to beat man repeatedly, runs the ball through the center, switches the ball, and tries killer balls often. These are things that'll help us as a shadow striker. He can also step back and play out of the midfield, no problem. He is, however, a terrifically horrible defender. Terrifically horrible defensive player. So those are our three options for Appiah. He's level-headed, which would indicate either high level of professionalism or a high level of sportsmanship. So if it's a high level of professionalism, then I think the obvious signing is Kwame Appiah. We do not have to sign just one. I think that's important to remember. We do not have to sign just one. I think if we don't sign one, though, it would be Antonucci as the guy that we don't sign. I think the other two we might sign and then not sign Francesco Antonucci. That's what I'm thinking right now. Positioning is a defensive attribute, Joel. It has nothing to do with offense. So the off the ball is essentially your offensive positioning attribute. I think Appy is definitely a pull the trigger on Kwame Appiah. The contract's a little rich, but he's definitely going to play, and he's got great potential that we've confirmed. When are you planning on playing Red Dead 2 again? It's going to be a couple weeks from now, and then we'll probably... It'll be probably the last time we play it because we're very close to the end of the game. Next saving saves is soon. Eli Maharitra signed. Antonucci not signed. I'm going with that. I'm going with the decisions that we just made. We were waiting to get a decent deal on Marco Antonucci, and it's still just too rich for me. Send him on a language course, which we know, like, he has a little bit of a struggle with adaptability, and so something we want to correct. We're counting on him being a part of this team for a while. Somebody that can contribute. You know, Eli Marita is not that. But alas. All right, now we really can get rid of like Chiozza. We have no need for someone like Lucas Chiozza. And Jeffrey DeLong can catch a loan deal. It'd be the last day, but we would love to get him out on a loan deal now that we have some other people that can play the position. We're not too shallow anymore there. I'd love to get Elder Mendez out on a loan too. Some other Portuguese club in the second division would be awesome. Hovsepian's immediately turned a corner working double time. I love to see it. This guy needs to play. Wong Sen Kao, we're loaning you out too. Final run through. Jokas, you're worried about the wrong guy. The other guy's going to take your job. He's no longer worried because nice. Regular starter from Filgueras. Well, that's the 4th division. He should light that up. All right, we'll take these deals. We'll take those deals. Wheeling and dealing, baby. I need my negotiating shades. And some tunage. I think a loan for Julian Ramirez would be good. We have Miguel Subalagas, another striker that we trust. Ramirez has been a little poor recently, you know. I think this is what we need. Ever use a 3 defensive mid tactic? Very rarely. You need one that's super offensive, just starts from a deeper position. Netherlands make it to the Euros. I think. Locked in. Come on, you can pay me full. And I think we can get good value. Like, Julian Ramirez just needs to be playing again, and he's just not going to be playing again. We'll leave a recall option in the loan. Fringe player, if they... Really? You lock in the amount of money that you're paying, and all of a sudden he's a fringe player? No, I would like more guaranteed playing time. Lucas Chiosa, like a loan move? I mean, oh my goodness, his contract goes through next year, too. Chiosa's a plague on both of our houses right now. Dude, we have speculation about a takeover again. So help me God if somebody takes this club over again. Honestly, it'd be great if the person that took over the club had actual money. I'd be down for that. They want Chiosa as a regular starty for 80% of his wage. That's an outrageously good loan deal. This whole Ramirez thing is weird, though. They're same players, same teams were offering him like important player status when I left this open-ended. But once I lock in the amount of money that they wanted that they would have to pay, it's ridiculous. A Tuvaluan billionaire. You know what's up. See, like, this is literally what I just locked in, was 90%. IL, can we flag this for a video later? I locked this in 90%, and they just came back and they're like, yo, what if we made him an important player for the same amount of money you just offered him out for? In the second division. Where he's a great player. Julian Ramirez dropped like 25 goals in the second division. He's been rotated in and out of the team, hasn't been able to solidify a spot as a starter. I'm happy that Jeffrey DeLong is able to go get some developmental playing time, because he wasn't going to get a lot of time here. Private matter why we won't be signing Marco Antonucci. He was close. The guy just still wants too much money. All right, Wong Sen Cal, this is your last chance really to get some playing time to improve. Lucas Chiosa, we're basically going to try and kill off the time until your contract runs out, because you're just not good enough to be a part of the team anymore. And you're catching a wage that's a little too steep for us. So somebody willing to pay $70,000 of your $88,000 wage is something that I'm excited about. Lessen the burden, the crowdedness in the locker room as we continue to bring in better players that are just going to help us be a better football team. D'Onofrio is not good. We finally got the report back, Isaac. He's not very good. This is a tough one, man. We've had this lad for a long time, and he's a darn good player. He's got 39 career goals for Oriental. The Oriental Dragon. Yeah, it's an excellent chance for you to show everybody what you're all about. You're going to the second division. If you light it up, you know, we bring you back. Maybe we get a loan for Tong Shun as well. Isn't he about to become a club-grown player, though? He is about to become a club-grown player this year, but at what cost? And wasting his developmental space. Our Chinese national team right back. Now, if somebody comes in with a good loan offer, I would just take it next year. Tong Shun's the type of dude that works his way up to a bench player at the age of 24 because, you know, he works hard, comes out of a couple of loans, better for it. Somebody did come in with an offer for this guy. Good for him. Yeah, I was worried he wasn't going to get a team. How's the Chinese Messi turning off? Well, he did get sent off last match. But other than that, didn't have to disrespect my Ipswich save in the YouTube video, man. Thanks to the 2 months wave. Didn't have to do it to me like that, man. First team regular valued at 15. Dude, the value is almost always a lie in one direction or the other. Do you already have a tactic for Saturday? I already have an idea. I haven't tested it though, but I do have an idea of a tactic that I could run. Plan is to loan out. Yeah, of course the plan is to loan out Lucien, and we'll give it one more. We'll give it one more, you know, Eve Ho here. Actually, you know what? This dude just stay. Just play with Oriental Dragon B. Just play with the Oriental Dragon B team. See if you can play your way up to the Portuguese 4th division, the Campeonato Nacional, and if they can play their way up to the Campeonato Nacional, then it's a viable loan destination for me, essentially. That's what we're excited about. What are you asking about?
Still loving your content. Also started listening to the first episode of Armchair History. Enjoyed the first few minutes of that when I gave it a quick listen as a taster. Going back to listen to the rest of it this evening probably.
No, the step bro thing in the underneath the I'm stuck is probably the single greatest piece of editing. Where is that in the video? What's the time code of that? There we go. What's the time code of that in the video? Because I remember seeing that, I was like, this is one of my favorite edits that I've ever seen. Oh, hits a Brandon. Thank you so much for the Touch Prime. Welcome to the Hammers, man. And Tom, I'm glad you like the Armchair History. That stuff is some good podcast. A lot of work, a lot of research, and good. Recently started following you on Twitch. Missed the lower league action. What happens when the split of the 3rd division in Portugal? You able to play in the 4th division, or do you teams fall out of playable? No, the 4th division is essentially added automatically. I know there's no intro. There was an intro, but I cut it out. Or I didn't cut it out. I decided not to film the last part of it because I didn't really like it. Do you think Moneyball can be implemented in football? Yeah, the more data that becomes available, the easier Moneyball is to implement. I think that a lot of clubs apply some version of Moneyball now. But in terms of the full Moneyball, where you're like, we need this much in terms of data, or like meters covered or whatever, we need this much in terms of an advanced statistic to win the league, so we need to get players that add up to that amount. Is there a team out there that can win us the league? Like that sort of Moneyball. I don't think that exists yet. It's been an exceptionally busy deadline day in Portugal so far, with a flurry of activity almost on an hourly basis. Can we expect even more fireworks? We'll have to wait and see. Not for me. I'm done, bro. We made our signings. We loaned out a couple of people because of the signings we made, and now we wait. Giving Julian Ramirez, in particular, a real opportunity to either play his way into my team, to play well enough that somebody wants to buy him. Give him a chance to play. An opportunity to take the field and play. As an important player for a 2nd division team. I think we're done. Biggest transfer window in the club's history, no doubt. No doubt, no doubt. And I think it's finally over. What a window. What a window. Oh, they sold a wonder kid to Manchester City. Then bought Trincao for 58 million. That's nice and fair. Well, they lost Daniel James and bought Francisco Trincao, who scored against me. We win the award for most active. Dongpeng Carlos Perea, you are officially registered for league play, although I really, really hope to all the deities that you will not actually appear. We just have the room. Got it? Cool. Team done. Let's go look at our transfer history rundown. What happened? Who came in? Who headed out? What happened in the beautiful world of the transfer window? So our initial signings, Jeffrey DeLong and a free. He's left on loan to go to the Campeonato Nacional, but a player that we got in an end of contract, as we do so often, poaching these people. Jules Keita, who we also got on an end of contract from Le Havre. The explosive athlete who's captured hearts early in the season as somebody that can pick the ball up and run with it. A very good dribbler. Elder Mendes, high potential wing from Portugal, a guy with loads of pace that we're excited to give an opportunity or two to as well, because we've removed Julian Ramirez and Wong Ken Sao, who would both be getting playing time ahead of Elder Mendes, so it's good that they're gone. Ricardo Gonzalez is a high potential Mexican keeper that we also got for free, U20 national team player. Zhou Zhang, the Chinese Messi, has joined the team on loan. We're excited about it. What a player. Juan Sen Cao, the winger that I talked about from Macau. He's an athlete. He's explosive. He's also, what makes him really useful, a tremendous passer, which most wings are not. Arlie Mercy is a reserve player. Park Ji-soo, who broke his foot shortly after signing, is supposed to be one of our starting center backs, but he's out until January. Yaya Maleje, our starting ball-winning midfielder, a dude who literally does one thing. Can't do much else with 10 passing, 10 first touch, and not much of a dribbler. But you know what? He works really hard and wins the ball from people, and we're happy about it. Oscar Sierra is an 18-year-old right back that we've loaned out to Casa Pia, part of our loan army. Barrientos we brought in from an amateur club in Colombia. He was in the Colombian lower divisions. He has immediately stepped into the first team for us. I have no idea how the Colombian clubs missed this guy. He has got some of the best jumping reach you will find at 19. And you know what? I want to put him on aerial training because he needs to work on his ability in the air. Emmanuel Ajesoa, most recently of Volendam, is a Ghanaian dual-sided wingback, a guy that can play fullback on either side. He's great for the bench, and he's also a pretty rock-solid player. Nothing wrong with him. Victor Orozco is an 18-year-old that we have put in the U23s for the moment. He's already registered for the league and such, and is a fairly talented player. He's not bad. Jairo Concha, we signed straight from the Peruvian leagues, which it's amazing. This guy never played outside of the Peruvian leagues before, steps into the team immediately, steps right into the first team for the club. His athleticism's a little lacking in certain areas, but he scored in his first match. He's a great passer and is a threat with the ball. He can kind of run with it a little bit. He can definitely score. And then we actually spent money on somebody, $220,000 to get Luis Ortiz to join the team. High potential center back. We're very excited about already. And he had a pretty solid debut, even though we gave up 4 goals. Kwame Appiah, we just signed. Another high potential dude who is going to be able to step into the team. He's not going to be a starter, though. Like a lot of those guys are going to be starters, but he's not going to be. Just got my Gloucester City FC to win the Premier League in 2033. Started in the 6th tier. 3 back-to-back promotions. Yeah! Did you win the league right after getting into the Prem, or it took a while? Because I was like, Barrientos would be world-class? I don't think so. Who likes to play Russ? Barrientos doesn't have outrageous potential. Like, he doesn't have the full 5-star. I like Russ, Bot Harvey. I've got probably 500-600 hours in that. Just by the way, you challenging for the title this year? No. We are miles behind Porto. In particular, we are miles behind Porto. We're going to need a lot more firepower to catch Porto. What our expectation this season is to be able to get into Europe. I'm talking a top 5 finish in the league. We were not too far off last year. This team is leaps and bounds better. It's young and going to improve throughout the season, especially with experience. I'm expecting Europe from this team. We'll be disappointed if we don't get it. Now, we've lost to Sporting in Porto off the top, though. We've lost to Sporting in Porto off the top, and so we've received a bit of a reality check, and like we're still very far away from you know, the level they're at. I think we can end a contract, sign this guy, right? No compensation, yeah. This guy would be great for our B team, man. Great pickup for the B team. You never know. One of those guys is going to get spit out as like an actually good player. Pavel Sokol. He's been on a team for 4 years and never made an appearance for them. That is pretty remarkable. Filippo Di Napoli. I kind of love the name. Filippo Di Napoli. Which transfer budget? No, nothing. Nothing really. We don't have any noticeable transfer budget. We spent the 220,000. We have 100,000 in the transfer budget right now, but we've shifted back and forth with wages a few times to make sure we're fitting under budget. A team like Rio Ave, the amount of money that Rio Ave is spending, I expect us to be the better team when we take the field in this match. And restore our confidence a little bit. I'm going to start to give the young lads a run. Kean Harries is coming back. He's going to be suspended for this next match, so it's going to be Ortiz and Barrientos, the two 19-year-old Colombians. I think that could be a center back pairing for a long time. That could be a center back pairing for a very long time. Gvilia is going to go to Western Sydney Wanderers. This is a good time to get hurt. He can't play in the next match. Because he's an idiot. Sorry, did you say that? Have you ever played PS2? I did way back in the day, not in forever though. What's the attribute floor you look for in young players? To decide if they're going to be world class as a new player, that's where I struggle. I think it's different depending on what level you're at. Obviously, that's not the answer that you wanted to hear. But you get more and more comfortable as you watch players develop as to where they can end up. I think the most important thing to keep in mind is tying the age and the ability of the player together is just not as important. So, like, it's the potential, which sounds stupid, but like if you see this, right, you see 3 to 5 star, that's nothing to rely on, right? You need the full 4 to 5 star. If you see 4.5 5 star, then that is like great potential. If you see 4.5 to 5 star potential, then that's like no matter where the attributes are on the player, I'm probably signing them. Obviously, money notwithstanding. But no matter where the attributes are on the player, I'm probably signing them for that. International roundup. Hey, Macau only lost 1-0 to India. And Wong Sen Kao logged a solid 84 minutes. Madagascar's superstar Ravion Ravalosan has signed with a new club, tragically. Which clubs do you support in real life? I mean, the U.S. national teams, but that, you know, tough loss for the U.S. U23s to Mexico last night, 1-0. But I don't have a club that I'm like home and away. This is my club. God, I hope these guys win. I hope Orlando City does well. You know, when I'm home, we'll grab some beers and watch the Orlando City game. But Tampa and Orlando usually have a rivalry, so it's hard for me to get too behind an Orlando team, even though they're kind of like Florida's MLS team. And I hate Miami much more, so not going to get behind that. Any Miami involvement. I'm anti-Miami involvement. Wow, this dude is huge midfielder. His contract going to run out next year, and I could see myself being in a position where we pick him up as a backup if contract situations go a certain way. Provost, hey. Alexander Provosti. No. At least we're getting through a lot of this scouting. I'm really proud of what our scouts are turning in. A lot of hard work. That place for Espresso Rojo. Bustamente. My hair. That should open this up a little bit more. You need match fitness. Then now you can step in and get match fitness, right? Apparently not. Pyro Conscious should be playing for 90 minutes. Ajay Soa should be playing for 90 minutes. Ortiz, Harab. What is the point of doing this if these idiots don't actually pick up the playing time when I tell them to? Oh, World Cup qualification. Castilla. Oh my God, he just got an appearance for Colombia. In a 1-1 draw with Argentina. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Zealand News. I'm your host, Zealand. Today's top story, the fact that Diego Castellanos, who turned down a contract offer from a Bundesliga 2 team to stay at Oriental Dragon, has cracked the Colombian first team and has made a national team appearance. This means his release clause of $3.6 million has us in serious danger if an actually serious club decides to come and grab Diego Castellanos. What it also means for this incredible club, Oriental Dragon, is that, well, that Colombian scouting trip worked. Thank you. It's been an excellent time on Zealand News, and I'm sorry that we have to say goodbye so soon, but let's go see how the story of Diego Castellanos pans out. I mean, it's good. It could be bad because of the price tag, right? And now, like, oh, relegation. Oh, let's go. Oh my God. Yes. We can get rid of the release clause, dude. Oh. Clause is gone, baby. It's gone. I'll put that relegation. Hey, girl, I'll put that relegation release clause at 0. Yeah, I'm that confident. Welcome to the team for 5 more years, Diego. Let's go! Yes! Woo, baby! Yeah. New Colombian star speaks of pride, as he should. Sign the contract, Diego. We all love you here. Sign the contract, Diego. Diego, sign the Diego. Diego, sign the Diego. Diego, sign the contract. Write your name right on that dotted line right there. It'll be it's just super easy. You just write your name down and nobody bothers you. Really easy stuff. Oh, he wants a little too much money. That's a shame. We'll keep track of him, though. Yo, Zubalaga turning in an 8.8. Is he actually getting better? Oh, let's go. Is Miguel Zubalaga about to turn the corner and become a legit player? I hope so. Please, Miguel Zubalaga. I'm going to double you up. I'm going to hit you with that double intensity, baby. Give me that training. Give me all that training, Zubalaga. Barrientos is trying. I mean, he's fast and huge. Which is like kind of all you want out of a center back is, oh, he's fast and huge. Progress was made, but look, Villa wanted a lot of money. He got it from Western Sydney Wanderers. I wish him all the best, you know? That's what I wish him with. And that's all we need. Yes. Oh, Doughface, thank you so much for the $3.33. Doughface. Retro God, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Welcome to an elite online gaming community. Catching up on the stream, so I can't watch tonight, but love you, Zealot Up the Dragons, Doughface. Thank you again for the $3.33. 10 months from Ange the Ruthless. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Angel Chavez on that end of contract, the 18-year-old Peruvian, absolutely. You look like a great B-team player, Angel Chavez. Great B-team player. Build out an actual... We have 4 youth teams, so it's probably... We've got a lot of players to slowly, over time, bring in young players who can work their way up through our youth team systems. The U23s are the reserves, the U19s are for the youngins, and the B team is for the people that need to get that game experience. But we need to get the B team to Campeonato Nacional. Is what we need. Leonardo Rolon. No, like, and he's 30. Just a bit of a weird player. Cavillia's got that work permit decision. He'll be fine. Lucas Diaz, we're trying to beat this guy down aggressively. From his huge demands. Like, nobody wants this guy. I want him. I just want him as an impact sub that I'm paying like 100,000. Because he's better than Ivan Diaz, and then Ivan Diaz will be completely bumped out by another Diaz, and the world just works sometimes. Are you gonna do a beginner's video for training? I need to do a training video in general. I do have one from last year that mostly applies. When you have a Wonder Kid under 18, are you leaving them in the youth teams of your club or moving them to train with the first team? I mean, if they're 18, they're probably good enough to get a few games in the first team. Streamer Showdown timings, East Coast of the US, 3 p.m. on Saturday. In London, it is 7 p.m. on Saturday. Hey, Jules Keita. 19 minutes and a 4-1 win for Guinea over Zimbabwe. You know, Oriental Dragon's making a name for itself on the international stage. That's all I'm saying. Jules Keita's played his way back into the Ghanaian national team. Macau, which is always on... I don't know about you guys, but in the U.S., the Macau national team is always on television. I've always really... You know, I was quite honestly inspired to follow the sport by Macau's national team. I mean, they're that good. Right? They really are. And so we're excited by all that. The Jesse Metsoko. Well... certainly the chance to be a really good player. We don't know if he actually is, but we'll know soon. Match week. Kind of. Our match is on a Monday. Couldn't tell you why. What will the Oriental Dragons subreddit be like? It's important to figure out. How did you get Makoko for free? I mean, obviously a lot of luck involved in that sort of thing, but still, nice. Fabian Rodriguez, I always knew you were trash. Speaking of trash, I'm sure you're a great guy, Joe Lally. I'm sure there's plenty of people in the chat that love you for your 9 years at Nottingham Forest in this turn, but Joe Lally, see you later. David Gill, Hercules de Alicante's goalkeeper, Cadiz goalkeeper for 7 years. Atletico Madrid and Getafe B team keeper as well. FC Andorra want David Gill. I don't, though. Diego Gonzalez. Mr. Versatility, the 30-year-old center back, but I just looking for a little bit more. And it's harder and harder for me to convince myself to sign these guys. He has 4 Spain under 21 caps. Okay. How did that happen? You're telling me there isn't some random dude on Barcelona who is better than that guy? Musa Barrow's fabulous, Strogan. He's so new to the sport in an organized fashion, too. I think that his potential is actually outrageous. Probably didn't have a pro contract off the bat or something. He forced his way out. For whatever reason, he forced his way out, and then that was the end of it. Makes sense. Do, 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 do. Juan Carlos Cueto. You're weird. You're weird. You're one of those teamwork guys. My mom told me to stay away from those. Yeah! There is a relegation release clause in this contract. Other than that, there is not. We're going to sell that dude for like 20 or 30 million. He's going to be the guy that makes the team. There's always a guy that makes the team. He's the guy that's just going to make, like, the whole club is just going to exist. All of its future iterations are going to exist because of him. David Polito as an important player is fine. But he also has his minimum fee release clause requirements that we do not want to negotiate. So, I got both of my center backs are hurt, and Castellanos, well, he's still on international duty, but he'll be back in time. I just wanted to get David Polito. Because Polito's still on, it's like 1.6 million release clause, which obviously we don't like very much. Oh. Eli Maharitra's hurt. On hand, my boy! Our atmosphere is all of a sudden very good. Good couple weeks of training will do us wonders. Hit the reset button on the season. 22 days off. The end of the transfer window, we settle in. These are the lads we're going to be playing with. You know, this is the team. I know, and we're 5 years at 120,000. It's like not anywhere close to the highest paid, highest paid guy on the team, basically. Got that. Rio Ave opposition report. Barrientos. Unhappy with the high volume of strength training. You're soft. Same with you. Yaya Maleje, really? It's going to be a very telling game. Okay, we got Wally mopped by Sporting. We got Molly whopped by... We didn't get Molly whopped by Sporting. We lost to Sporting. We got destroyed by Porto. But they just showed up and showed out the quality. Well, look, a couple years from now, when we are beating Porto like a drum, we'll be laughing about it. Diego Castellanos is the guy where, like, Man City comes in. Or not even Man City, it's like Everton, you know? And they're like 25, 30 million on the table, which is could buy the entire club, you know? And I sit there and I go, 30. And they're like 28. And I'm like, sure. he not? Yeah, of course he's not hurt. Hyro Concha's been like a year and a half since we last played. Oh yeah, he was playing right wing today. Do we want to go Noose? Do we want to go Thiago Diaz? By the way, we have Elder Mendez we could play on right wing. I want to take Appy and put him on the bench instead of Joka. I immediately think Appy is a better option off the bench than Joka. Oh, Subalaga. Oh, wait. Hold on. Get those guys out of here. Luis Ortiz playing center back. Yes. Barrientos playing center back. Yes. Ajisola. Substitute, yes. Aziz Ishtiwi, yes. Thiago News, yes. Could be Subalaga. I think we're gonna go Subalaga. So long overlooked. This is a big moment to shine for Subalaga. So long overlooked, and he's working, so he's having a great bit of training, right? He's having a great week of training, and that's it. Why is your formation so unorganized? It's just I've just offset the attacking midfielder. I have an asymmetric shadow striker because I think it's more effective than the central shadow striker. Finesse only 6k away, dude. I believe you just make sure you pick a good one. You know, you want to be part of the staff at Oriental Dragon for the long haul, right? You either want to be a scout or you want to be a coach, and you want to get credit for things. I think is the key to picking your staff member, right? You want to be involved. Sit here alongside your new rivals. You must feel a sense of excitement and pride. I'm pleased we had the opportunity to acquire these players. Absolutely. Liiiiiiitle can, yeah, I have a ton of confidence in him. Matches can be won and lost in a single moment. You believe Liiiiiiitle will be someone that can make a difference. I absolutely hope so. A lift to everyone. The deal for Appia was fairly cheap. I spend whatever's necessary in a deal-by-deal basis. No large transfer fee involved. I'm obviously delighted we've got it done so cheaply. I also speak English, in case you were wondering, so I think I'll be able to help him settle at the club. I appreciate it. Liiiiiiitle. Let's bring you up. Play you around the other side of Butcher as somebody that's a better defender. I guess we'll go thin on the wings for these subs. Maybe we start giving Artur Hovsepian a look. I don't think he's quite ready yet. But the Armenian Messi, he's got game. We can't discount the lad. He has game. Did you do the lookup for Guimaraes? Oh, I didn't. Shoot. Refund it. I'm way too late. But we'll look him up anyways, just in case Dark Heist is still here. This guy played Guimaraes? Yeah, this is the guy. He's 21 now. He's playing at Rheindorf Altash. Made a $140,000 move after never breaking into the Guimaraes team, and is, you know, well, they got promoted, and then he played a little bit. They got relegated. He played a little bit, and now they got promoted again, and he's played a little bit. The guy's not found a successful first team career. He's a swing team in Austria. That's where he's at right now. Hugo Piñaranda. Did he just sign a new contract or something? Whedon, Quelar, Alejandro. There's the guy. We just got the Bolivians done, finally. Piñaranda is, you know, good. The fullback, Mesa. We already cinched this guy up, but that scouting report's looking pretty solid for a 17-year-old. So none of the Bolivians were superstars. Some of them were pretty good, but none of the Bolivians were superstars. How's our scouting priority going? We still have, 130 on the scouting priority list. All right, club. Really? I still can't ask for more scouts. Do you know how long I've not been able to ask for more scouts? Fine. I would like to improve our youth facilities. They're like literally the second worst youth facilities you could possibly have. I think it would cost almost no money for us to do this. So let's do it. Cool. I won't argue it. I don't want to use my leverage for something I don't really care about. We're working on senior facilities right now. Probably a little worried about finances, but if I make like one big sale, I mean like sell one dude for $10 million, which is, I'm a mid-table top Portuguese league team. That is totally doable. I am from Florida, yes. Showdown is Saturday and Sunday. It is not tomorrow. There be no showdown tomorrow. There be a stream tomorrow. There be no showdown tomorrow. Why would we run Harrop in a U19s friendly? It's just like, you know what? We should play Josh Harrop today. Guilherme Rend. See, these are guys that are... This is some good scouting. This is some good scouting. Oh, crippling inconsistency. On a striker hurts. Midfielders can disappear. I'm more inclined to let midfielders disappear. Disappear. Step into the first team when needed is not where we want to be. Dudes at Cotton Sport. I respect Cotton Sport as a program. Sylvanus Nimley. Dude, is this guy actually from Liberia? I have... Okay, so there's a video. Let me, I've gone down the Vice rabbit hole recently of, Vice documentaries. They do some wonderful documentaries. There is one about Liberia where I'm like, dude, if you are from Monrovia in Liberia, all you need to know is that the title is The Cannibal Warlords of Liberia. The whole thing is filmed in Monrovia where that guy was born. That's the thing is, these people have tough lives, but it is a whole other thing to watch someone just walk through where that tough life, to experience, oh, there's a civil war going on in the Central African Republic. Well, what's that look like? What is that experience like, for those people? It's pretty crazy. And that I would totally recommend watching those Vice documentaries about African, the various African civil wars that they cover, because they're really illuminating. They're not illuminating because you already know what's going on. You just don't see it. There's something in the way that humans' brains work where yeah, I could have told you. I knew there was a civil war in Liberia. That's why Alphonso Davies' parents left and went to Canada. It's because there was a civil war going on in Liberia, so they got out and went to Canada. I know this. It's already knowledge for me. It's just for whatever reason, I never translated that to how bad it really is. Wow, this dude's playing in Niger. Samvel Gregorian. He plays for my national team, says Artur Hovsepian. Thank you, Artur Hovsepian. Great shout out. Sorry, I know I should probably be reading chat after talking about something so serious. You just can't comprehend growing up. Not growing up, but is that about General Butt Naked? General Butt Naked is in that documentary, yeah. You think it's worth buying FM21 even in June? It depends on how many hours you're going to put into it. My general rule is that if I put in 1 hour for every dollar I've spent, a video game was worth it. Now, in Football Manager, I put in, you know, over like at least 1,000 hours, usually a couple. But I, you know, a lot of you guys will play Football Manager more than me in terms of a serious sense, because you'll have your saves open all the time, where I only play my saves when I'm live on stream. And so I have it open for experiments and stuff, but you usually can put in a ton of hours very quickly on Football Manager. Madhouse has been tanking in training. Wow, Lucien, I don't deserve that. My 18 flare Chinese midfielder doesn't deserve the praise. Favorite World War II story, says Parfait twice in the chat. So I should buy it if you're going to put that type of time into it. Yeah. General Butt Naked's the best war general of all time. Yeah, dude. Murdering small innocent children, dude, was awesome. Before battle, this is where the cannibal part comes in. Horrific. And that's your teaser. Don't you just want to watch the documentary now? They don't show you stuff like that, but they talk about it. It's the remarkable lack of... It's like the remarkable lack of consideration for what they're saying about human life that just strikes you. Like, it's somebody that grows up in a Western society culturally, like a postmodern society. This sort of thing that for millions of years has been going on with all iterations of humanity, people just being incredibly savage, that's kind of been trained out of, like, I mean, look, if I grew up in that situation with my, you know, with my genes and brain, I'd be doing the exact same thing. I'd be a child soldier. I'd be like, you know, I'm under no illusions about that. I think anybody that pretends that, like, well, if I was born in that, shut up. Yeah, you were born in you were born in, you know, District 45 in Monrovia. Yeah, okay. Like, yeah, it sounds great. You had a wonderful childhood. But it's so foreign to us to hear people just be like, you know, and then I did this. Insert something horrible that if somebody said to you in, like, the supermarket in Dallas, you'd be like, but he says it like you're having a conversation in the supermarket, like, you know, a supermarket in Dallas. Like, that's the tone in the conversation, is you're like, I did this. Oh yeah, and then I did this, and then I did that. But then when, you know, we took the city, so it was like, and the journalist is like, wait, what did you just do? And the guy would just be like, why do you care about that? We took the city. And it's like, I don't think you understand, like, the relevance of what we're looking at here. Sergio Salt wants to be a starter and have it guaranteed in his contract. It's the weirdest thing ever. Oh, that's all fascinating to me. It's like, what really strikes you, and when you catch yourself and you back up and you're watching a documentary like that, is the lack of consideration for, I mean, even if you watch one of those shows that's like, you know, Death Row, like interviewing murderers, the people that are talking about, like, the one night that they killed one person, which is obviously horrible, they're like sometimes super shaken up about it, right? And they're reliving it, and they're like, oh, I can't believe I did this, whatever, right? If you've ever watched one of those shows. But then you go to this dude who's done what that guy on death row did like 1,000 times over, did every Saturday night, you know. And he just talks, oh yeah, he got my way. What? It's crazy. And it gives you such a new respect, and you're like, well, why don't the African FAs have their, like, why don't they have their together? Like, why can't, like these dudes are, you know. Guy's trying not to get macheted when he takes a cab to the African FA. Not like the African FA, but to Ghana, and is a country that is typically referenced when you talk about a lack of organization and a national setup. It would be Ghana. It's like they got a lot of other things to worry about that us, you know, like. So Ghana plays Germany. It's like a bunch of German prep school kids, you know. They were worried about, like, how many likes they got on their Instagram post. You talking about the U.S. military? Oh boy. Bit of a pessimist most of the time. I think that a good working assumption that is that everybody is in the wrong a lot of the time, right? And I'll leave it at that. Can we gamble in the game? I'm trying to get my look up, dude. Yeah, we'll start a wager. We'll start a wager. I know we can go down some very interesting rabbit holes on stream of things we like to talk about, but I always love having conversations like this about perception and culture and those sorts of things, because I think the vast majority of people don't spend enough time thinking about it, and so they work under these sweeping assumptions. So like the immigration question, right? And you're just like, dude, like, do you even understand? You don't even understand where these people are coming from, like what they've had to do to get to this point, and you're over here eating your 18th Oreo like, well, it is jobs. Like, shut up. Just please shut up. Please, for the love of the FM gods. Our discussions are often creative. That's true. For this too. Who are we playing against? We play Rio Ave. Antonucci, we were in no rush. He's still on trial with us. We just turned down a contract for him. We're waiting for him to get even more depressed than he is now. Are you prepared to go on record with your thoughts on the story? No. Diego Castellanos, I'm going to praise him to the ends of the earth now. The rest was good. We were right from the start here. Not allow any rustiness to affect us. We got to be sharp. I'm going to talk to my coaching staff about Josh Harp's complaints. But we're definitely happy with a club that's forward thinking and a new owner, and I'm optimistic about where we're going to be in the future as a club, especially if the club gets taken over. All right, Parfait, catch you later, man. Are you depressed? Please sign here. No, if we keep him on trial long enough. If we keep him on trial long, can we play a game? I know. Look, we had a 22-day break, and we had a 22-day break and the end of the transfer window, so we definitely had a nice long stretch of not playing a game, but we're getting into. For some reason, those smiley faces felt passive-aggressive, though, Doom. We can not get distracted and never talk about anything, but I don't think that would be a good, healthy way to do streams. I think going on tangents is honestly what makes this super special sometimes. Wow, this guy has potential. Okay. Please don't ask for 200,000. Please don't ask for 200,000. Please don't. 87, we can work with that. We can work with that. Oh my God, I bullied him. Wow. Okay, we just cut his wage in half, and he was like, yeah, sure, dude. 100%. He's all over it. Like, we need to set up our scouting assignments. I can't just wait forever for the scouts to catch up. All right, so we have a scout in Argentina. We have a scout in Europe looking for... What did I set this at? Just first team player in Europe. Oh, that's the end of contract scout. I'm a fool. We have our Western Africa scout, which is Zajac Attack. He's been killing it recently. And we've got Emilio Vega scouting... We've got Emilio Vega scouting Liga NOS. So let's go to staff, scouting team, adaptability, Zajac Attack. Do we have an assignment right now? Oh, yeah, you're the guy in West Africa. Oh, sorry. And El Moreto is the guy in Argentina? No. Okay, you are West South America region, Western South America. No, that's Africa. Come on, Eyes, we can do this. South America West. And then scouted potential ability is superb. Age is at most 23. Start assignment. I think we go until finished. I don't think he'll ever finish that scouting report, really. There's always another team to go check again, but Angel Moreto should have a good time with that. Diego Huerta. Now, this is the guy that's already in Argentina, yeah. We don't have anybody in Brazil right now. We do have you, Apple Fork. All right, Scandinavia. Region, Scandinavia. Scouted potential ability, very good. Be easier to sign him. Age 23 at most. Did we set it to at most on the previous one? Just make sure. Is at most. You can't really see it, so I guess is at most. There we go. Okay. And then say like Tulinho. Are you scouting somewhere? No? Really only got the knowledge of Spain though. We don't have a North African scout right now. So maybe we take Tulinho and put him in North Africa. It'll take him a little while to get going, but we should have a North African scout. I mean, it's right next door. The travel costs are low. I think we go very good. Age is at most. I just put it at 33. Goodness me. Age is at most 33. Yay! Vamos, baby. How'd you get into FM? I wouldn't think it's a big game in the US. It's not particularly a big game in the US. My friend just found it because we blew up FIFA career mode too much. I said, you're right, but again, humans are very self-centered. Oh, 100%. That's how we see the world. I work at a university in Germany, have the luxury of the scientific world offers, but someone owning a billion can still experience suffering the same levels a West African war child can, although objectively that's hilarious. No, so like, yeah, you construct pain and struggle based off of relativity. So like, you know, pain and struggle for Paris Hilton is not being like, and she'll experience psychologically like significant pain and struggle from not being able to buy this purse that went out of stock or something. Like, it's all relative at the in the end, and it's trying to pull yourself out of that to be able to the travel costs do exist, TJ Certain. You do have to pay to travel to places. No shots to Paris Hilton, but like, she's just a super easy person to make fun of most of the time. She makes a lot of her income based off of being someone that's super easy to make fun of. So I'm not, you know. Robin Wood, thank you so much for 10 months as part of the Hammers. And Ilreal says, take Jeff's money. I have taken Jeff's money. Is she still relevant? I'm sure she is. Here's the thing. Like, if you want to go to the Grammars, the Grammys. Oh my God. The Grammars. If you want to go to the Grammars. If you want to go to the Grammys. If you want to go to the Grammys. And Paris Hilton could get an invite to the Grammys if she still wanted to. She'd just have to call somebody, be like, hey, can you, yeah. Can I go to the Grammys? Come on, like, if you're a famous person and Paris Hilton's like, hey, what's up? You're like, hey, what's up? That's the thing. You're still relevant if everybody knows who you are. It's when people forget who you are that's when irrelevance, bites. But if people remember who you are, let's not type mark him and pretend that. But does he have a bad first touch, or we just gonna be able to stick with him? He doesn't have a great first touch. We just need to take him out of the game. Bongioviani is gonna be fun to track. All right, squad numbers have to be given to a couple players. Got it. Cool. All right. Ila Maharitra gets 49. Kwame Appiah gets 34. Sorry, boys. We're kind of out of numbers right now. You're a bit late to the number party. Let's show the world what this team's all about, shall we? Yeah. Numbers 124. Thank you so much for the tier 1 and welcome to the Hammers. Make sure you get in the subscriber section of the Discord. Hey, Z, you watched the friendly today? What are your thoughts on last night's U20? I will watch the friendly today. I thought the U.S. has got a mental block on Mexico right now. As a mental block. The Grammars. One day we'll get an invite to the Grammars, chat. We'll get an invite to the Grammars. Gotta believe. Okay. They have Thomas Among. They have somebody I know. So unfortunate. Zubilaga. Big audition match for Zubilaga. A player that we've known as talented, but just hasn't, he's had a few chances, hasn't seized them. But he's had a really nice spell in training. Let's go, get in. Ortiz nearly grabbing his first goal for the club. Oconcha can score this. Wow. That was beautiful. What a find that guy was in the Peruvian league. And for them to be like, yeah, this dude can help you. My scouts were on one that day. Madrid. Step. Yeah, good. Got rid of it. Harup could just... wasn't his first touch. He passed. This is a freaking pass. He beats this man and then just passes the ball. Oh my God, Harup. Oh my God, Harup. Josh, little killer instinct would be nice there, Josh. It would be nice. Well, using the numbers. What are your long shots? 6? What are they? Tell me. What are they? 6? They're 6. His technique is 10. His flair is 4. I have no idea where the that came from. Dude, chill. You are never, ever supposed to do that, Yaya. Chill. Divine inspiration for Yaya Maleje, my ball-winning midfielder. And I mean, one of the most pure, he's a ball winner and nothing else midfielders I've ever had. And he goes for that. Come on, Harp, you gotta push him a little bit more in that defensive position. I think good defense all around. Didn't give Among a clear shot. He's able to get it off. Kieran O'Hara makes the save. I think that's the first shot we've conceded, too. Oh, boy, Concha? Come on, Jules. Oh, Jules Keita just got beat to a ball. Not for long. He's tackled it out of play so that they get to keep it. Genius. So what you're saying is he did get to the ball eventually. So, oh no. I didn't like that deflection. I did not like that. All right, Concha. Where's oh, this is freaking terrible. Terrible delivery. Come on. Subilaga. Pulido. Subilaga. Dance on him. Yeah! Let's go, Miguel! Win that spot, man! Hell yeah, dude! Go hard! He's been mowed down. Chopped down like a tree. It's an obvious pen. Johan Madrid, thank you. Yeah! Yaya Maleje on penalties? No. Our right back, who's randomly good at them, would do the honors. And Miguel Subilaga has done something, finally. A man of talent. He has 19 jumping reach. How does he not get there? Great work. Disciplined defending from the two lads back there. Solid stuff. He's got to be off. No, he's not off. Barrientos pops it out for a corner. But that wasn't shocking defending in the counterattack. They sat back. They didn't allow anything to happen fast. It was the, you know, once everybody got back there, we didn't pick up our guys well enough, but... Nice. They put together a pretty nice play, and it just didn't matter. Maleje just made a nice pass, too. The hell is freezing over. Oh, Jules Keita. Ooh. Guinea's finest. It's all right. Barrientos is working on his heading. He'll be okay. Pleased with how things are going. I think we've been the better team in this first half. We've got the goal to show for it on the penalty, obviously, that Subilaga had to earn, but we started to give him a little more later in the half, but we should be able to round that guy. Who cares? I didn't want the highlight anyways. Couldn't be me. Castellanos Keita. Oh? Good recovery speed. Good recoveries. That dude definitely shot and hit his teammate, but that's okay. That was part of our strategy to use teammates as defense. We've recruited a few. Greased a few palms. Oh, he's in. Keita's got 17 acceleration and pace. Oh, lovely finish by Daver Polito. The star we knew that he can be. Come on, lads. Lads. Come on. Lads. Oh, Subilaga drew a penalty and still's on a 6.3, so that's hot. Let's go Kwame Appiah. Hey, Kwame. Showtime. Subilaga out. That's okay. We've been working on this for a while. Aziz Ishtioui's ability to cut in. I feel like we're up 2 goals. We can go ahead and give him 25 minutes. Cutting it off the right because we would love to add that versatility. And here he goes. I mean, you're doing the right thing. Pass kind of sucked, but it was a good cut. Oh, no way. He pulled that off. Oh, my. Kwame Appiah. Of Ghana, who's grabbed the goal to guarantee victory. Kwame Appiah in just 3 minutes of play.
We've made the right decision, ladies and gentlemen. Kwame Appiah. It's that technique, dude. I love technique. 16 technique. Kwame Appiah. And he's a very intelligent player, you know, composed, makes good decisions, good off the ball, gets in the right spot, tucks it home. Kwame Appiah, welcome to Liga NOS, baby. First game even on the bench after signing from the Ghanaian league, steps in Liga NOS, scores a goal inside 3 minutes. That's incredible. What a time to be Kwame Appiah, right? What a time to be Kwame Appiah. Ajay Soa, you're in. Just need Castellanos to be fresh. Might as well use the third sub to get the freshness. Great ball by Johan Madrid, too.
Stole my Bezos bonus, so you get a paid sub this month. Keep up the great work, Zed.
Oh, your wife is streaming, though. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much for the 10 months, Twinkle Toes. A paid sub is perfectly fine. It's more sustainable long-term, you know. You don't have to remember to do it every month. And I appreciate it. 10 freaking months. The Ghanaian abroad. Love that. Now the Welshman abroad celebrates. He had a huge career for Heart of Oaks in Ghana. That was on the road. We just won 3-0 on the road against Rio Ave. Really thumped him in the second half, too. Because Rio Ave got a little bit of... I told you this team's good, man. There's real quality out there. Clean sheet for the two 19-year-old center backs. Barrientos and Ortiz both started that game. Definitely a platform to build on. Plenty of good things out there for sure. I don't know if Kean Harries gets back into the starting lineup after that. That was a clean sheet right there from those lads. Great win. Rio Ave had won 2 of its first 3 games. Kwame Appiah. Oh, he actually had played 63 matches at Asante Kotoko before we signed him, which is pretty nuts. In the Ghanaian Premier League. Like, that's a lot of appearances for a 20-year-old. Steps in, 1 appearance, 1 goal as a shadow. That off the ball, man. He got into the spot. Everyone enjoyed David Polito's goal. It's a well-struck effort. It's what he's capable of. He's a brilliant player. Yeah, Johan Madrid scored on a penalty, so he's been working hard to improve his penalty taking. Appiah enjoyed a goal-scoring debut. What'd you make of his performance? Good to see him find the back of the net. I'm eager to see what he can bring to the team. Look, Kevin Barrientos he's a great player. I'm not going to compare him to Marquinhos, but he's a great player. I'm getting a phone call. Raising the perpetual question, where is my phone? Oh, it's, hold on. Oh, wait. My law, if I'm getting a phone call from a kid in my class, that means my law midterm might be live. Pinto's mentality, no, I mean, look, they're talking about Joe Pinto going up through the leagues. Let me see. Let me go look to see if my law midterm is up. Let me do my SU login stuff. Let's go to law. Did I get like an email or something? Oh, there it is. Yeah, my midterm is up. Oops. Guys, my midterm exam is up. I'm gonna have to go do my midterm now. Enrique Pereira. I like how I immediately get distracted. I'm like, well, what about this player? Like, what a stud on... No, okay, I gotta go.
I'm getting a master's in broadcast and digital journalism. I already have my undergraduate degree. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, though. No worries. Oriental Dragon will be back tomorrow, later in the day stream on Friday. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll be able to play a ton more matches because we're out of the transfer window, and we'll probably get through a couple of months worth of matches. So I'm looking forward to it. I think the team is buzzing. Thank you guys for the good lucks. Carbonitin, thank you so much for the tier 1 as well. Let's find somebody to raid off to real quick. Let's, because even if we're rushing off to take a midterm exam, let's make sure we're able to make somebody's day, right? Because that's what it's about. Let's go make somebody's day. Never take for granted where you are, chat. Never take for granted where you are. So always make my day. Yeah, this dude's got a green screen. He's put some effort in. The green screen's a little iffy, though. Look at this guy. You know what I'm always looking for is somebody who's just kind of got their production stuff together. It looks like it'd be a good time for everybody to kind of drop in and hang out. Because when you find somebody that's got their production together, then likely they know what a raid is. When somebody doesn't know what a raid is, then it's kind of a problem. This guy. I have chosen my Pokemon. And I imagine you guys have chosen our copy pasta. The Firmino one, dude. I love that one. I haven't seen it in forever. Excellent copy pasta choice. Excellent copy pasta choice, chat. We raid. First time catching you live. Should mention you stream on Twitch more often. Yeah, I've thought about it. I have. Thanks for the recommendation. I'll be sure to do that. The thing I love most about FM is the player development aspects, says Tiberius. I agree. We are so ready for this raid. All right, remember, we're raiding a guy. He's got 5 viewers right now. He only has 152 followers. And so he's really new to the game. This was me 2 years ago, right? But we're going to go in, we'll drop our copy pasta. We're going to be nice, right? We're going to be nice, right? We'll drop our follows, hang out, be nice, and try not to overwhelm him, right? Be helpful, tell him like, hey, if he's got a follower alert that's really annoying, make sure to help him turn it off and that sort of stuff. And I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon for a bunch more Oriental Dragon, and we'll be talking Streamer Showdown strategy too, because we will. I'll see you guys soon.
What the hell am I watching? I can't even read it. Firmino genuinely hasn't contributed to a Liverpool attack since 2019. This is poor. I don't care if he's a defensive ball playing favela and gadget. Bro, oh my god.